have we noticed that the reality is more relational nature rather than individual nature? That is one of the most overlooked aspects of conversations, where we forget that by the very definition of two people engaging with one another, they're creating a third phenomenon, which is that relational reality that is comprised of both of them being connected with one another in the same time and space. That itself is a third reality. It's a combinatory reality that is comprised of two individual realities. It almost has a life of its own if we are willing to pay attention to it, especially when people are in a committed relationship. Many times, people enter committed relationships yet continue living life as if they were singles. An example of that is when they make decisions. They just, let's say, go and buy something on their own or for themselves. They make a certain decision that may even have long-term effects on their relationship, on their marriage, on their kids. And yet they only considered their own self, their own individual needs. Again, versus the relational reality and the needs of the relational entity. But that requires a shift in focus, away from just looking at the world as if the world is comprised of single individuals only, versus, by the very definition of everybody interacting with one another, also creating a commonality, a reality that exists very much because people are interacting with one another and impacting each other. So any type of a decision we make will impact the health of that reality, of that relational reality. In other words, each other. So paying attention that the combination of these individual selves are actually creating a new reality. And when we enter into a committed relationship, we are actually have shifted away from that old reality to a new reality. We can make our lives much, much easier, because living that relational reality is going to help us remain mindful of the connection that exists between these individuals, of the cause and effect relationship, of the impact that just simply living and behaving will have on our own future due to those interrelational dynamics that exist within this relational reality.